This is deeppocketsforex. We'll be giving you our weekly Forex forecast. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification button so that you get our weekly video every weekend. You get notified whenever we post a video. If you have any questions or any suggestions, feel free to drop them on the comment section. Also watch the video until the end so that you don't miss out on the tips we'll be giving you along the video. So watch the video until the end. Enjoy the video. This is AUD NZD. For AUD NZD, we've been talking about an up move, a big up move like this. We said we're expecting a big up move all the way up to this area. And as you can see, price is following our forecast. Price is following our forecast. So what you need to keep in mind when trading, the market can be expected to give a big up move like this, and then if you miss an entry here, you can always get pullbacks. Then you can always get an opportunity to ride the wave, because the wave is not yet completed. You can get an opportunity, then ride the wave. So what we do mostly, we advise that if we focused an up move like this, a big up move like this, what you can do, you want to look for entry at a pivot point. That's the best entry you can look for. But if you miss an entry at a pivot point, what you can do, you can wait for price to give a pullback. Then if you get your entry strategy, confirming your entry, you can be looking for a buy, because the wave is expected to go higher up to this point. So you can be looking for an entry, then catch the buy. So for the past weeks, we've been saying that if you were not able to catch this buy, there's an expected correction or there's an expected pullback. So this pullback here is a pullback that has happened at this area, and because we got good risk to reward, we were able to get an entry and trade this pullback as well. Even though we say that you can just wait for this pullback to take place, then you can only look for a buy opportunity. This is a pullback that we found fit to sell because it gives us good risk to reward and we're able to sell it after we get price pushing all the way down here, and then we confirm our buy. We can be looking forward for a buy. If you would have loved to trade this pullback, you can just ignore it for now because it has already moved a little bit. So you can just wait for it and then catch this buy. If you were able to buy from here and you're still holding this, you're able to buy from here, you're still holding this setup, you can be able to just shift your stop loss to break even or to profits, knowing that there's an expectation to get either a corrective structure that will go deep or a pullback that would go deep. Just keep that in mind. But from here, the overall focus was up. This was what the focus was. It was expected to move up like this, all the way up to this area. So what we're getting here is just a pullback. Then this wave would still continue because we're expecting this big up wave. Even if from here we get price moving like this, this expected pullback is still expected. It's still expected because we are following structure, and that's what structure is showing. This pullback is expected, and then price, that's when it can continue up. If you are currently selling here, you're currently selling this pullback here, just make sure that your stop loss is at break even, or your stop loss is in slight profits if you're able to get an early entry here. We have USD JPY. For USD JPY, you all know that we've been focused in this last down moves. And we say that after this final down move, we'll be getting a pivot and price is expected to push higher. This past weeks, we got price giving a slight correction here, and we say that we're still expecting this correction to complete. Then after it completes, we'll be looking forward for continuation up. Keep in mind that there's still an expected corrective structure here. We might even give one last down move to break this low, then price can start moving higher. That's also expected. And also keep in mind that this is a huge pivot point. If you go to the 1 day time frame, you'd realize that price is expected to push even higher. So areas such as this, a pivot point such as this, there's a lot of manipulation. So it wouldn't be shocking to get price just giving a spike like this, then it continues up. It wouldn't be shocking, or just give a down move like this to take out as many buyers as possible and then continue up, because it's at a pivot point and there's a big up move that's expected. But our forecast is showing that there's up move expected, only up moves. We're not expecting to get any sell. If we get any down move, we won't be selling it. We're only expecting up moves. Why? Because structure is showing up moves and we follow structure. That is where we're only looking for buy opportunities on USD JPY. This is NZD USD. For NZD USD, we've been talking about this down move here. From here, we've been talking about a down move like this. We've been saying we're expecting a down move up to this area. We've been saying that. And what we are getting now, we're getting this down move moving like this. So how structure is moving, it can give us information on the market. It can give us instructions, or it can give us alerts on what's the most likely next move to take place. So looking at NZD USD, there's a likely chance to get this down move based on this current structure. There's a likely chance to get this last down move, then price pushes higher like this, breaking this previous high and breaking this previous high here up to this area. We're expecting price to give this last down move, then up. It's a possibility. You see, because in wave analysis, how price is moving, you have a list of possibilities that if price moves like this is what's likely to happen. If price moves like this is what's likely to happen. If price moves like this is what's likely to happen. So how price is moving right now, we're able to see that this down move that was forecasted, price might not head towards this area, because price might just push down like this, breaking this low, then moving higher like this. Then after it moves higher, then because this down move is needed, it can only be delayed, but it's not denied. So we can have this down move later. So if you are currently selling this, just make sure that your stop loss is in place, or it's not too wide, or if you're able to get an early entry, your stop loss is on break even. Just make sure that your stop loss is on break even, because also there's a chance that we might get a corrective structure here, then price moves like this, then a corrective structure, then price moves like this, then down like this. Then from here it will be a different structure. We'll be looking forward for a different direction here. So what we can advise on NZD USD is that just manage your trade on this setup, because what was forecasted was based on the structure we had forecasted 2 weeks ago, and then as structure is developing, we are getting new information. So just manage your trade well on NZD USD. Just know that we're expecting this small down move. It's expected, and this might mean that we might be pushing higher like this, then down. That's for NZD USD. This is Euro CAD. For Euro CAD, we've been talking about this down move. This is a down move that we've been talking about. We've been talking about this down move. The only thing is that we were expecting it to push lower. We're expecting it to push lower from this area here. We're expecting it to push all the way up to this area. And as you can see, price just moved like this. It moved like this, and then it moved this sharp down, then up impulsively like that. This previous week, what we had forecasted, our focus was stating that we are likely to get a corrective structure here. A corrective structure here like this, then down. As you can see, we got just this down move, then the corrective structure just as forecasted, then price pushed down, one more down as expected. Then we got an impulse. What's likely to happen here this next week is a corrective structure here. We're likely to get a corrective structure, then price pushes higher, because now the direction is up. The direction is up because we got this up move moving up prematurely. So it's expected to continue up, all the way up, breaking this previous high. That's what's expected, but before then we're expecting to get a corrective structure here. It can go deep like this, it can just be a small corrective structure, then price continues up. So what you need to know is, what is your entry strategy saying? For you to be able to buy here, what do you have for your on your list to say, if I get this one I'll be looking for entry? So for this one, just know that we're expecting up move here. That's for Euro CAD. We have GBP CHF. For GBP CHF, we've been talking about a down move here. We've been saying that we're expecting this down move here. And as you can see, price is just moving like this, just as stated on the previous pairs. When price is unfolding, it can develop into a different structure, and that might mean a different thing. So in wave analysis, we have a database of structures that when price is doing this, this is what's expected. When price is doing this is what's expected. So what we have based on this current structure, it means that we are expecting to get this up move here like this. There's a likely chance to get this up move to slightly break this previous high. Then after we break this previous high, we might be getting a down move, breaking this previous low. Then we might getting this down move, also breaking this previous low here. Then price might push up. And if price pushes up, it's likely to break all these previous highs. Then this down move that was expected here, that is when it would take place, because it shows that it is delayed. And if it is delayed, this structure still shows that it's expected, so it can come later. That's what we have on GBP CHF. A few weeks ago, we talked about this down move from here on Euro USD. We say that we're expecting this down move here. And then we got price moving like this, until this area here. After we got this price moving like this until this area, we say that we're expecting to get a corrective structure here, then price would continue down, or just a small corrective structure, then price would continue down. But as you can see, we're getting a bigger corrective structure. So what's expected here is this down move. We're expecting this down move. It's expected to take place. Then price would move higher, or alternatively we can get price moving like this, then down. This corrective structure can be a small corrective structure, or it can keep advancing. It can get bigger, like this. Then we can still get this down move here up to this area, then from here, this is when we'll be looking for continuation up. If we get price moving like this here, small correction then up, this means that we're gonna get a down move up to this area, here. Then from here we'll be assessing the next move. But just keep in mind that we have this down move as what we had as our expectation. So we had this down move in mind, and this is what exactly happened according to our forecast. So expecting price to complete this movement, then that's when we'll be getting an up move like this. That's what we're expecting on Euro USD. Euro USD is expected to give this down move. Is not a down move you can be looking for to trade, because it's very risky for you to be able to look for a sell on a movement. It should give you good risk to reward, it should give you safety, good risk to reward. Then that's when you say, I'm looking forward to taking this trade. So this was a movement that was focused from this area. The best area to have looked for an entry was around this area, because this was already a small movement. The best opportunity to have looked for an entry is around this movement. So you can just wait for completion of structure, then look for an entry. According to your entry strategy, you can be looking forward for a buy. We have GBP USD. For GBP USD, we've been focusing a down move like this. This is a down move that we've been focusing. From here, we forecasted this. From here, we forecasted this up move. We said we're expecting this up move, and then price got to this point. Then from this point, we said we are expecting to get this corrective structure, get this last up move, and we got exactly that. This past week, we said that we're expecting to get this down move and a corrective structure here. We did not get a corrective structure. We got an impulse move like this, breaking previous high. And what we have right now, this structure, what we're having, it shows that we are likely to get this down move here. It's possible to get this down move, then get this up move like this. It's possible. Or it's also possible to get price moving up like this, breaking this previous high, then get this down move later, then up, then down. This down move, this bigger down move, is our main interest. Whatever is happening here, there's a lot of risk to it, and we'll just use that as our confirmation. We'll only wait for the bigger sell. As of now, we choose to ignore whatever is happening here, because there's a lot of noise and there's not much pips. It doesn't promise you good risk reward. So you can just wait for whatever is happening here, and then wait for this down move to mature. Then you can be looking for a sell. We have USD CAD here. For USD CAD, we have been talking about a big up wave like this. Now, as you know, we give our weekly forex forecast on a weekly basis to give you those updates. Structure can show this week that we're expecting this big up wave, and then as structure is developing, it can show signs of a different move. Now on USD CAD, what we have seen is that according to structure that is forming now, there's a likely chance to give this up move up to this area. breaking this previous high, breaking this previous high, then get this last down move. Then after this last down move, this is when possibly we can get this up move. So here we'll be waiting to see if we can look for an entry to buy here. If we get our entry confirmation, we can confirm this buy up to this area, then we assess price. If price from here still shows continuation up, we can hold our buys. But from here, if price shows a down move, we can assess structure and see that does it give us good risk to reward to be able to sell. If yes, then we can be able to sell. Now that's what we have on USD CAD. We have USD CHF on this pair, USD CHF. For USD CHF, there is a pair that was focused during the week. From here, we focused it in the inner circle because it was not a pair that we covered this previous week. So we saw possible good trade on this pair. We say that we're expecting this up move here, then this down move. This was all focused during the week in the inner circle, and we got exactly that. And what we can get this next week is just a correction like this, then this last down move like this. After we get this last down move, we will be looking forward for a buy opportunity. If we get our entry confirmation confirming this buy, we're going to be buying this pair. We're going to be buying this pair. Keep in mind that this corrective structure that we are having here, it has already started and it can grow bigger. This corrective structure, it can just end here and give this down move, or it can grow bigger. So you need to know what to look for in order to know that this corrective structure is done. Then we get this down move. This is not a down move you'll be looking for to trade because it's a small down move. It's risky to trade such small down moves, so it's better to just wait for it to complete. Then from this area you look for a big buy opportunity. That's USD CHF. We have on this chart CAD CHF. From this area this past week, we see that this area is a sell zone. Now keep in mind that when price is at a sell zone, price can give a down move like this, then an up move back to that zone again, because usually sell zones, they attract price and they repel price. So you can get price moving like this. So what we have here, we have price moving down like this and up like this. Why? Because this, according to wave analysis, this is an extended wave. We extend a wave. Price can be ready now, and then it can give one more wave, which is an extended wave, before giving the bigger expected down move. So as a trader, in such situations, you need to have a strategy that keeps you out of the market when there's no entry or when there's no possible movement. But when there's a high chance of getting a good opportunity to sell, you need to have a strategy that gives you those updates and gives you an opportunity to sell what's good. So what we can have here, we can have a corrective structure here like this, then down. If we get this corrective structure, this is a corrective structure that would be giving you an opportunity, a good chance to be able to sell higher. Keep in mind also that this can be in a form of a pullback. If it becomes in a form of a pullback here, you should also be knowing how to move around that in order to look for a sell opportunity, because this down move is expected. It can move from here, just from a small correction, then down, or it can move like this as a bigger correction, then down, or it can move as a pullback, then down like this. So you should know how to respond to all those movements. This is CHF JPY. So for CHF JPY, from this area, we see that we're expecting this down move. Now what we have, we got this down move here, and then we're having price moving like this. Now what we have here, we have what we call it's an advancing correction. This correction is advancing, so it's growing bigger. It's advancing, it's growing bigger. So we're expecting this down move here. From here, we're expecting price to move up to this area, breaking this previous low. This is not a down move that we'll be looking for to trading. But if you know how to trade, you can be looking for an entry to sell it. Then from here, you can be looking for a buy opportunity. This is what would give you better risk to reward. Then from here, after this up move is completed, you can be looking for a sell opportunity. We have GBP JPY, just like on GBP USD. This structure here is showing that we are likely to get this down move here. Then up. Then this down move may be delayed according to structure. as we read structure, we see that this down move might not come yet. It might give a down move, up move, then down move later like this. That's what we're expecting reading structure on GBP JPY. Right now we have NZD JPY. NZD JPY is expected to give this down move here like this, then this up move. This is not a down move that we'll be looking for to trading, because it's a little risky, because there's less risk to reward here. The risk to reward is not good. So after we get this down move completing, this is the best option to look for a buy at. We'll be looking forward for a buy around this area. This is what we'll be looking forward for our buy, because it promises better risk to reward. Then we can be looking forward for a sell later. That's what we're focusing on NZD JPY. This is GBP NZD. GBP NZD, we're expecting to get this down move here like this. Price is moving like this, then down like this, then a corrective structure, then down, then up. We're looking forward to this up move, or price can just move like this, deeper, then up. We're expecting that. That's what we're expecting on GBP NZD. Remember, our main bias is up. That's what we have as our main bias. Any sell, we're not expecting any sell, and we will not be taking sell opportunities. We have GBP CAD on this chart. For GBP CAD, we've been talking about a down move from this area, a down move from this area. Now you can see the price is just moving like this. So what's likely to happen here? There might be a change of structure. This down move that we're expecting to move up to this area, it might not be expected anymore, because from here we might get this down move here like this, breaking this low and slightly breaking this low. Then from here we'll be giving you the next move. As of now, we can at least tell that this is a movement that is highly likely to follow. Then from here there's a chance we might get this up move, but as of now, don't focus much on this up move. Just focus on what we might get next. This up move here might end up to this area, or it might even go higher, breaking this previous highs. Now you can just wait for this to happen, then you can start focusing on this up move here. If you know how to trade this, you can be looking forward for a sell here, and then if you know how to look for a buy, you can be looking forward for a buy. Just look for a buy when you are certain that the down move here has completed its movement. But projecting how far the down move would go is expected to move up to this area, around this area here. We're expecting it to move around this area, then up. We have Euro JPY. For Euro JPY, we are forecasting price to move lower like this, up to this area, price to move lower like this. Price can also give a down move like this, then up, then down, then up. This is a down move which you can take, you can go for it. If you get good risk to reward, you can sell this down move, but this down move is risky. This up move is risky to trade. You can just wait for this little bigger down move, and then wait for also this up move here. That's if you know how to trade this sell movement. You know how to look for an entry, you can be doing that, and you can also be looking for a buy here if your entry strategy confirms your buy. This is GBP AUD. For GBP AUD, we've been focusing on the small movements. Just giving you updates. So what we're expecting here on GBP AUD, we're expecting to get price moving like this, breaking this previous low. This in the smaller picture, and then price is expected to move higher like this, breaking this previous high. Then from here there's a higher chance we might be getting this down move. This down move is expected to break this previous low. Okay, after we get price breaking this previous low, maybe slightly breaking this previous low, or just around the same level, then price will be expected to push higher like this. It will be expected to push higher, break this high, break this high, and break this high. That's what we're expecting according to structure. That's what we're expecting on GBP AUD. We have gold. Lastly, we have gold. For gold, we're expecting price to move like this, then down. This is an up move which is risky. If you want to trade this up move here, it's a little risky, especially on gold. So you can just wait to sell this down move here. Just wait to sell this down move. Keep in mind that this down move here is expected, and if this pair moves fast, it can give this down move right from this area here. So just keep that in mind, because structure is showing that we're expecting a down move. That's what we have on gold.